Hello and welcome to Orwell. This is a weekly updated episodic game that kind of has a little bit of the old Watch Dogs in it, a little bit of the old Mr. Robot in it. If you're really into like profiling or solving crimes or, dare I say it, catfish, then this game might be up your street. So I better make myself a profile and log in to the first day on the job. What we got on the pictures? Oh, is that it? I'm gonna go with that picture because it's cool. I'm gonna put my name in. I'm not gonna put in my email address because that is, you don't have to do it. Obviously it's there as part of this whole signing up for an account because it's cool, it's funky. But actually what it's there for is when we do the next update for the next episode, do you want us to email you? That's basically what that is. So I won't bother because I have eyes and I'll check it on Steam. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. It's at the Fire Nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my beliefs. So there's a little bit of like papers, please, as well in here. And the Independent, I can't remember what it's called, you know, the newspaper where you would censor stuff. And while at working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation as well. Okay, I agree. So, setting up profile, and then I guess we're going to get into it. And get to play, I guess, not so much profiling, because that's not going to happen, but we get to track criminals. It's a little bit Person of Interest as well, which is on Netflix. It's a story of the government sets up basically an AI that can see terrorism and all crimes and predict them. Oh look, that's a little bit Watch Dogsy as well, and Person of Interest. That's quite cool. I love it. And so it warns people about crimes, but the FBI only do the terrorism ones. So this old like ex-secret agent and the creator of the machine team up to try and help the people who are legitimately targeted for murder, just everyday crimes. So that's quite cool. I would give it a watch if you're interested. Oh, hello. Police record found. She's getting on the bus. She's gone. What are you doing? What's going on with the camera? Why are those people... Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh no, that woman's dead. Is that a bomb? Shit! This was a bomb. That's a way to start it, I suppose. So this is episode 1. The clocks were striking 13. Which is not how clocks work, but sure. I'm online. Good. Call me Symes. I'll be your advisor on Orwell. Together we form both the first and last line of defence against terrorism. So it's kind of Person of Interest. Oh god, what's that thing called with Halle Berry in where there's the AI? The TV show, Extant, like all of those things, it's all working off that. A review also said that this is the fun parts of Watch Dogs, and I would probably agree if it is going where I think it's going, but it's quite cool. So for the test phase, I'm one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants across the globe. There's been an incident, so let's get started. So this is the tutorial basically. There is a reader tool, there's a listener, and there's an insider. I guess the insider is... So reader is about storing bookmarks for online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight new information and read it. I guess listener is actually looking at people's chats or phone conversations or something. And then insider, I guess, is when you're properly inside someone's computer. I don't know. So, firstly, let's open the reader and read the headlines. Oh, hello. So you've activated the profiler as well. Okay, well, we'll come back to the profiler in a sec. So, in terms of general news from this place, we have an article about how fucking 50 Shades of Grey parody has got its third film. Please kill me now. Negotiations in this place have failed. just to paint a picture. So we've got some issues with, I think it said, neighbouring country. So we've got a country next door that's in serious turmoil publicly. There are riots, politically as well, and so forth. So there's that. And then this is the article about what's happened today, April 13th, 2017. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambitions suspected as mysterious letter reaches authorities. Okay. So I think it was an act of terror. Oh, because they got a letter several hours earlier, so before the attack, they got a letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, The Thoughts Are Free. I am not familiar with that song. I think most of us aren't. But if you're German, perhaps you could send us the first 3 stanzas. I'm also recovering from a cold, which I think I mentioned at the start, but God knows anymore. So my voice sounds a lot flatter and than it usually is. I mean, I'm quite a dry person anyway, but Jesus. Right. So, they don't know who it is. They have no idea. They have no fucking clue. Well, they might know. But currently, no one really knows. The perpetrators are still at large, so forth, so forth. So, let's have a look at this unknown person file. So, this is for the main suspect. So, I think a lot of what this is going to involve is it's going to involve us trawling the internet and different places to fill out this kind of information, which I am well up for. I'm well up for, because I love Criminal Minds, I love Person of Interest, I love Forensic Files, which is on Amazon. So if you've got fucking Amazon Prime, guys, look up Forensic Files. It's real crime, true crime, I believe it's called. And it is just how forensic stuff works from the 70s through to the early noughties. And it's like, we DNA tested this grass and we know that he had this grass too, so he done it. It's always the husband. Anyway, so let's have a look at this woman. So we think it's the blue-haired woman. She's called Cassandra Watergate. And this arrest record was for June 10th of 2016. So the highlighted elements of the record are pieces of data that you can extract. They're called data chunks. If you hover over them, it will reveal the relevance of the case and any connections or information it may influence. If we drop it into here, it uploads onto the servers. So if I mouse over it, it also has a disable, so if I don't want to know something, I can disable it. So I guess that's stuff where it's not actually helpful. It also says this cannot be undone. So yeah, I think there is that element of papers, please, of once you've done it, you've done it. You have one chance. So we've got to be a little bit careful. Take the picture. We need that. She hasn't got a picture. Now, information documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Fair enough, I get that. So now we can actually say this woman was previously arrested for assault on a police officer. Excellent. Do I believe in coincidence? Scientifically, is it? Oh God, didn't scientifically they prove that it can't be a thing? There's no such thing, or there is a thing? I can't remember. It's in physics level mathematics. I don't really care. He doesn't believe it. That's the important thing. So you need to find data revealing where she attacked the police officer. Okay, so let me guess. Oh, so Officer Franklin was stuck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. Everyone was forcibly moved on, but she was found crying and stuff. Is this woman a terrorist? Well, she probably is now. You've run a fucking article. Well, not necessarily a terrorist, but she'd have a fucking gripe. So, the trial was scheduled for August, which begs the question, why is she out? And it was occurred during a rampage at Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill, CCTV. So it's raging against the machine. So we should find out why she's still running around freely, which I think is a fair point. Why, if she was due for trial for assaulting a police officer, is she not here? You know? She's an artist by profession. That would be helpful. We do need to know her occupation. Yeah, all right. Let me. Before we go on, let's clarify your job. I was just going to carry on reading this very quickly. She's denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show support. Trial was scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when the Secretary of Security labelled the alleged perpetrator as an anti-governmental terrorist. Okay, right. So, job clarification. Yes, mate, let's do it. So I've extracted it all. He goes into the case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like me are the only ones allowed to access the documents. We then, that when we pass it on to the advisor, who will draw conclusions and request action. So I shouldn't be the one. I should literally just be the data miner. That is all I'm doing. I'm never supposed to give them incorrect or misleading data. I can hit disable on a data chunk I don't want to pass on. Some may be necessary. Okay, I get it. Right. I don't know why that's coming up again, but whatever. Cassandra's portfolio. So that, for example, is not where she fucking lives. So we're just disabling that. She quit her dull day job. She quit her dull day job to focus on her art career. So, totes putting that in there because that may help us. She has a tel account. I'm just going to quickly check these. Daughter of entrepreneurs, yeah. And this, she's in a relationship, which might help us. Okay, and then stick her chat account, chat handle. Right. Okay, so let's go to listener. So now we've got a chat handle. We can see what she is doing. Heyo. Hey, Jossie. Who's this guy? I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? Right, okay. I'm in the middle of buying all that Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Is that actually helpful? When he says, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Come back to that. I don't know whether it's that relevant. Oh, but that's his fucking name. Hang on, let me have it. There we go. So we've now got a profile for a related person. Excellent. Blake's here. What's going on is it's not business, guys. It's fucking scary, sexy times. No, mate. Right. So, here we go. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Oh, hang on. Orwell informs me you've just encountered conflicted data chunks. Right. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. So that's what the yellow is. So, whenever you extract one containing a conflict, the others become invalid immediately. So, clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. It is your decision. Once it's done, you can't reverse it. So that's where we've got to choose wisely. But her lawyer, who got her off, is this Joseph Langley that she's having. When are you going to tell your parents about us? Yeah, he's gotten her off the hook. However, there didn't seem to be any evidence. Case may be reopened should new evidence be discovered. There was no valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The defence successfully brought in video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Oh. Meanwhile, relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused may have influenced the outcome. Oh god, the guy's in a coma. Well, hang on. Where was it? Oh, hang on. Guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents. Fucking upload that shit. So we'll come back to you. Products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Contribution to your well-being. I could do with some fucking cough drops. Migraines. Medication that increases concentration. Antidepressants. Arthritic joint pain. Painkiller. Soothing pills. Company. Here we go. Right, so we're going to have a little flick through. Him. Right, hang on, let's read this properly. So, they've been open and inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. So, Watergate has been open for more than 80 years. It's one of the leading companies in the nation in the area of medicine and the largest medication exporter. It's been running since 1931. This is the CEO, Bruno. So I'm guessing that's Daddy. And then this is Mummy. Nice smile there, head of R&D. Ah.